What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Ra Ali.
And this is Louis, Mr. Don Que Lo Que.
And you know I'm Cash, your sexologist bestie.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here. And this is JDR. And this is...
On the contrary.
Ooh, man.
Yo.
Don't move.
Make sure you guys check us out wherever you listen to podcasts, please. Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever. And watch exclusively the episodes on itsonsitetv.com if you want the visuals. How's everybody doing today?
Stupendous.
I can't complain. I'm good.
Well, I can complain.
Uh-oh. Complain time. Get off your chest.
Just kidding.
It's too early.
I'm just kidding. What's up, y'all?
We chilling.
Everybody good?
We in it to win it.
Well, we already know what it is. It's time for our quick fire question, guys. All right, here we go. Whether it be someone living or deceased, everyone gives thanks to someone in their life who helped them get to where they are today. Who is your person and why? Sheesh.
That's very big.
Really, Teddy?
Sheesh.
Now everybody's gonna feel like, damn, she didn't say me.
Right.
Thanks.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I got mine right off the rip, though, man. Shout out to
Okay.
my dog, Slim, Tall Guy, Car Reviews. That's my homie. We started YouTube together 7 years ago. We was both working at the basketball academy, training kids and things like that. He came up with the idea to do YouTube, and we both did it. We started it 7 years ago. We both became extremely successful. Now he's married, living in his dream home with his dream wife, and I got everything I dreamt of. You know, thanks to him, he really put me in motion with that. So, man, 100% thanks to my dog Slim, a.k.a. Tall Guy Car Reviews. Brother, I wouldn't be where I'm at today without you. Appreciate you, my brother.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
can we clap?
Yeah. My dog.
That was so dope.
Sincerely, though, like, for
That's
real.
dope.
Yeah, that was my dog. We started,
sick.
he used to be like, I used to be on his channel all the time. You know, I got that crazy personality. Like, no, you get in front of the camera. I'm like, it's your channel. Like, you're like, no, you gonna blow up first, and then I'm gonna come behind you. That's how we gonna do it. I'm like, nah. So, his channel went bigger than mine, but I went and got a little bit more money faster. So I repaid him when I first got my first M. I gave him 100,000 cash just off the rip, just to thank him on some real shit. You know, we still like this to this day. The same guy I talked about that check me on things is the same person that do that.
Wow.
So we just like that.
He always
for
took
real.
you with him. I like that.
For sure.
That's
it's my
great. One
dog.
day you should have him on.
Oh, it'd be
And-
historical. You think I'm
yeah.
crazy? It's like this. It's insane.
We can have him on as a guest. Like, you know how we had Cuddy. We can have him come on and we just ask.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And do like a super cool, like 2-hour special or
It'd
something.
be the most legendary history. Trust me. Trust me.
I love
I
That's my
believe
dog.
it. I got 3 people. Well, it's a few people, but I'm gonna just say them in groups. I wanna thank the women that made me a father. It's 2 of them. You know, I have 2 BMs or 2 children's mothers. So thank y'all for making me step the up. My wife for putting me in a very unique position. Ever since I met her, people just been coming into my life and changing the trajectory of my future. And then my mom's, I ain't even want to do this, but my mom's, because the greatest lesson she ever taught me was when she left.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she made me step up real quick. When she left, I wasn't really ready for it, but she left, and I had no other choice. But my back was against the wall, and I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah.
So shout out to them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For sure.
Love that. Love that. For
That's
me,
real.
I mean, there's plenty of people we can all give thanks to. I give a lot of homage to my grandfather. He's always my main thing. But mamas, cousins, success coaches, mentors, I ain't forget about y'all. Second mothers, we ain't forget you. But this one goes out to my son. My eldest son, the one that I always speak about, who is autistic. Transparently, I wouldn't be anywhere without him. It was actually his diagnosis that made me become an entrepreneur. Because I was working in politics. People don't, I was a political strategist. So I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't have a lot of availability in that work. But when he got diagnosed, I was like, no, I got to switch up some shit. I got to make the same money but be at home with my baby. So that's what made me start exploring different pathways to income. And then he taught me the most significant lesson in teaching me how to look at perspectives that are not my own. Because when you have a child with a special need who doesn't communicate or conform to society's norms, then you learn how to start stepping into their shoes and asking yourself, well, how are they seeing the world? But that carried over into every relationship I started to have, every coaching client I work with, everybody, I start to ask myself, what are they thinking? And that one thing shift the complete direction of every bit of success I had after. So this one goes out to you, my number one child, Peyton. Mommy loves you one and always. I hope you don't see this until you're 18, because Mama be wildin'.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Right, who's yours, right?
I feel like I hate answering this. I do, because I feel like there's a lot of people that have contributed to my life, and I feel like whoever you don't say, even if they don't say they're not offended, they're gonna feel
it.
away.
Right.
So, not Teddy making a face. He is such a jackass. Yo. I do. So I feel like, I don't know. Do I have to answer?
Yeah. We all did.
See.
Well, I think anybody listening knows that with that statement that there's plenty of people that you
Yeah,
would give it to.
there are a lot of people, but
Let's hear the
What's
name.
the first one in history?
Give me
This
the
is the first one that come to mind.
Yeah.
this is like, well, you know what? I'm gonna say, first of all, I'm gonna piggyback off of what Cash said by saying there's lots of people and you don't go unnoticed, I swear. But I feel like in terms of my growth and the person closest to me would be my husband. 20 years together, you know, of course, like anybody's relationship, we went through ups and downs, but because he's always been such a certified dude, always, I feel like I learned a lot from him, like a lot. Just even, you know, things that you wouldn't really think I didn't know, you know, just morality and character wise, and just making sure you always are a stand-up individual, and also just like having things in line and being super focused and passionate, and I admired him for a long time. So I feel like him being the closest person to me, you know, your partner is the person that's physically closest to you.
Yep.
I feel like, you know, he definitely played a huge role in the woman that I became. You know how sometimes they be like, you know, if you're a clown, then you a part of the circus type of
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
So I feel like who I dated or ended up with would contribute a lot to what I would think is okay and not okay, you know?
Right.
So I just think he's I wish I could use a better phrase besides a real, but he really is that.
Ain't nothing wrong being a real nigga. They trying to dilute the real nigga like it's a bad thing. Like, we ain't stupid. Just being a real nigga don't mean you something ignorant.
Yeah.
You know when you say,
What
oh,
do you
that's
mean?
a
You a
real
solid
nigga.
stand-up
yeah,
dude.
like,
Yeah.
I'm a real gentleman. No, I'm a nigga. I'm a real ass nigga, man. Know what it take to be a real in this world and be, you know,
Absolutely.
intellectual and
being respected in the streets
That's what
and,
we
in the,
ta-
and,
Yeah,
and when you step into them
that
executive
count.
meetings,
Straight
same
up.
respect.
Yes.
Yeah, that count. Like, we real stand up. Man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a fact.
for
I love
sure.
that, Rod.
So,
I really
yeah.
do.
And everybody else too. I don't take away from everything that my mother and father did to raise me.
I know that was a
And
motherfucker.
Of course
move
not. That
me
goes without
away
saying.
and like give me opportunities to, you know, educate me on keeping my credit together. All, you know, all that stuff from young. I acknowledge y'all drive me
Absolutely.
crazy, and I acknowledge and know that it contributed to me not turning out to be God knows what.
Yeah, I love that. I'll say to you, Ra, I pray for what you have, because
Thank you.
the person that I have now is the first person that ever made me feel like what you have and what you just spoke about is possible. So that person, like you said, they know you in a way that nobody else
For sure.
does. It's a different
Right.
type of closeness. So that's dope. Shout out to
True. That's true.
hubby.
Amen to
So,
that.
woo, that was good. So
It's a
we
good
jumping
way to
into our
start.
topic of the week.
Let's get to it.
And the topic of the week is about remembering childhood, right? So we're gonna go back in the day. Psychologists have studied the connection between how we were raised and how we function in our relationships as adults, whether it be romantic, platonic, or dealing with children. In what ways does your past show up in your current relationships?
You got
Y'all
it, or
mind
you
if I
want me to
say
go first?
something on it? Yeah, no.
Go ahead, right
I
off the
do.
rip.
With this one right here, I'm a very big believer in something that's called attachment styles. And in psychology, it studies that exact thing, the relationship between how you were nurtured as a kid and how that shows up in your adulthood, and how secure you show up in your adulthood. I'm not going to go deep into it, but they're broken down into 4 different sectors. And what that basically says is you just because you grew up in that environment doesn't mean that you have to be that in adulthood, but without the proper, you know what I'm saying, recognition and working on yourself, then certain people tend to end somewhere. Like if you have a drug addicted mother versus a mother who responded when you cried, or yada, yada, yada. So I think that it absolutely shows up in my profession. I know that the first 12 years of any individual's life are the foundation years that often pave a lot of the rest of it. So the ways that my past show up in my current relationships is, this is gonna sound backwards a little bit, but because I have went through so many significant things, and I think, Rob, when we first spoke, one of the things you said is like, I love how you wasn't emotional about it. And I'm a Pisces, so that shit ain't easy, right? But the reality of it is my past allowed me to be adaptable, because I do have a mom who has a mental disorder, and shout out to her, she's so damn awesome because she prepared me for shit nobody could, and later on struggled with substance at one point, right? So having that kind of parent, that means you don't always know who you're gonna get, but you have to adapt to whoever that is on a given basis. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes it means doing it right before you go to school or whatever the case is. So I've become adaptable in my relationships in that I'm comfortable with change. I'm not someone who is like, oh, this is not what it like it used to be. I'm the kind of person who looks for the opportunity in the change. I'm the person who now has a mindset of recognizing that the same mind that the problem lives in is the same mind that the solution lives in. So it creates a positive mindset. I will find the one positive in a pool of negative, and I think that that's the most significant way, because despite the fact that that was my past, I can't dismiss the fact that she taught me how to make a steak at 7, that I was running a cake business by 12. Like, there were certain things that I was still instilled in me, so I have to focus on what good came out of something that for most people is the reason they fell. She became the reason that I absolutely must. You know what I mean? So I would say that's the way that it shows up in my relationships, because it changes my mindset and how I tackle situations. And I don't, what's the word? I don't panic when the building's on fire. I get calm and I start to see the path. So that's what I would say.
I like it.
I mean, for me, I just say, when I was just basically raised without, you know, saying, I wouldn't say without love, but it wasn't none of that. We never ate at dinner tables together. We never, I love you. I didn't start saying I love you to my mom until my 30s. So like, I never had that understanding. So that's why I was so emotional, especially when it comes to like women. Like, I just never gave that because I never got it. And I didn't know it was a problem until I had to give it back and I couldn't. So I realized that's where that came from, just having a childhood of being raised by a young mother and being out in the streets early, like 8, 9, 10 years old. I'm already outside with the grown-ups and running around all night doing what I wanted to do. No one was stopping me from doing what I want to do. And it wasn't like I said, I ain't gonna say it's not love, but it wasn't given like that, or hey baby, what you doing? I love you. Never seen it, never heard of it, you know what I mean? And I was raised by wolves and I became a werewolf, so to speak. So I see that in especially relationships now when I'm trying to give it back, but I feel fake. I feel lame when I hold hands and hug and all this. I be like, man,
like you're trying
so hard. It feels so
yeah.
like out of my nature, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see somebody else doing it. Like I see a guy walking down the street with his grown, like, look at this lame holding hands. But for me, it's like, not me.
Not a thing.
I ain't doing that because I never had it in my life. So I see where it comes from. I see where I give it back because it wasn't given. So it takes a while to understand that, but now I do. So I know where that came from. So that would really play the pivotal role in my life and my relationships currently.
You only is as good as you are today, but you're gonna get better tomorrow.
Yeah, take a little time, but hey, understanding is everything, right?
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it would be the discipline factor. My parents immigrated from Honduras, didn't have the strongest education. And my dad, you know, if I did something what he considered to be wrong, he was physical about it. That was the only way he knew how to give it to me. I mean, that was his way of just demonstrating love or displaying love, I guess. But for me, it was painful, right? It was emotional. I would go outside. It wasn't like abuse. I don't want to make it seem like he was abusing me.
Right.
But those times of anger because like I got a 80 on an exam and he was expecting me to have 100, or if I didn't get any awards for like during, you know, moving up from one grade to another. So what it changed in me is that I swore to myself that when I have kids, I won't spank them. You know, I think I hit one of my daughters maybe once, and I cried. You know what I mean? It was just one of those moments of like, it just brought me back to that space, and you never really realize that shit happens until it happens. Once you're going through it, you're like, oh, that shit brought me right back to that moment when my dad was spanking me and my sister was like, Dad, stop. And it was because I came home at 9:01 and he asked me to come home at 9.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't the best student or none of that, but, you know, I just didn't feel like it should have came to that, all that
The
physical.
punishment didn't meet the crime.
Yeah, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't. I wasn't being abused. I wasn't coming home. He wasn't coming home. My father worked
Wasn't Joe
2
Jackson,
jobs.
yeah.
He was very anal about this.
He worked 2 jobs. He
yeah.
would leave in the morning, come back in the afternoon, go back to work. It got to the point where sometimes my mother would be like, oh, he's not doing his homework. He would take me to work with him to do this 5 to 11 shift, and I would just sit there and he was just read this book. Like that's crazy to me. And I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm just playing with the pool table when he leave, and when I come back, I'm like, number 1 is this. You know what I mean? So yeah, my thing was to never let my children go through that. If they went through that, maybe with their mother's side, but not with me. And I don't think they ever did. And I kiss my son on his forehead to this day. You know, he don't consider it weird. I hold my daughter's hands. I walk with them. I hug them. And I just feel like that's what I got out of my relationship with my dad, is giving the kids the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like we become a blend, right, of which your parents are and then also which you wish they were.
Yeah. I still
You
hear
try
my
to
mother
be
every
like-
time I talk to
yeah.
them. I'm like, damn, my mother would have said that shit. Dad, but I look just like my dad. I'm
And
gonna show
you
you
know,
a
black
picture one day.
households, they're gonna be like, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love you. Like,
Yeah, beat the shit out you.
they're fucking you up. Every hit is a word. They break up the syllables. What the fuck you did? I'm like, God,
Like those Instagram videos where you see that, like, this is what I used to do when I would go in the bathroom after my parents with me. I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I ain't gonna lie, ass whippers ain't this shit. If I really wanted to see that boy, I was going to see.
You never
that
ran
boy.
away?
Yeah, I was
You never packed the bag?
I
and,
went
like,
overnight. I was seeing that boy.
I'm gonna call the sister.
still about to do it like
I
this.
want your ass out anyway.
I
Call
thought
her.
about it.
You
I was
know,
like,
I'm
she
Throw
gonna
your
whip
ass
my
up.
Yo,
Get out.
I literally was
Yeah,
like, she
I'm
gonna whip my
sorry.
ass for about 60 seconds.
Shit.
I'ma cry, but the next day I'm gonna be like, but that is not it. Now here I am, deriving pleasure out of getting my ass
Ain't
spanked
that a
with
bitch?
paddles. Y'all don't me up. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying? You
world
thought you
turn.
were doing something else.
Look what you done turned her into.
Now I like to get spanked.
Well,
Spank
I
that.
don't spank my ass.
Hell no.
What's
neither.
up with
I wish you,
Straight up.
baby. I wish you would, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
nigga.
You don't want to
Yeah.
get spanked? She can't pinch your nipple? Little.
If she asked nicely.
Ah.
You realize that ass smack is kind of nice.
Straight up.
He's looking at you,
encouragement.
toy. Yeah.
Because guys do it in the locker room. Y'all be.
I don't like
No.
Yeah, I'm
See,
like-
we don't do that shit.
Oh, look at your face.
In the locker room.
He looks so
No.
disgusted. He was like,
There ain't no ass
That does
smacking.
not happen
Some of
in
us say
any
you
locker
rock.
rooms, Cash. That's
said
TV. I promise you that's TV.
and yeah, but it'd be cracking me up that's what they,
Yeah, I think that's they
perpetuate.
stopped doing that.
I'm
Nah,
like,
yeah,
niggas
yeah,
is in
yeah.
the locker room smacking ass when y'all can't even make a statement without going pause.
Yeah.
Right.
Make it make sense.
That's true.
I'm sorry, but Rock. What
you got, Roski?
That's a long ass statement. Pause.
What?
No.
No,
what's long ass statement?
Because she said we
Yeah,
be
no
saying
homo
pause, so I
sapien,
just
bro.
said that's a long ass statement. That's a pause right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just saying long. They just be wilding with that pause.
Yeah.
It need to be a serious conversation, and you'll find a way to be like, yeah, I just feel this way. Pause. And then,
Right.
Yeah, you gotta slide that in there. No
Right. You know
homo
who does that a lot? Cameron.
sapien. No, that's
Yeah.
He refuses to grow
The whole
up.
show. Him and May show.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
they
Get quick,
do.
no sound bites.
Yeah, that's the
He don't play.
That's
Nah, he gonna
funny
get that
because
up
see,
every
next thing
time.
you know,
No
but
homo
think
sapien.
about it. Old dude was like, "You want to get swallowed up?" It became a thing. Like
That needed
you
to be
know,
that need to be paused. Goddamn.
Yeah. They had a funny
Especially the
ass
tone of the
episode.
voice.
every
Like,
week.
what were you? What
What are you
saying?
talking about?
Yeah, come on, brother.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, your turn, right?
I
What's
would
the question,
say no.
Oh, sorry.
Very possible. You see,
You are
like,
not allowed to crack jokes when I take a sip or get it. Do you
Oh, yeah,
not
my bad.
remember
I apologize.
the fiasco last
Oh
time?
yeah, that was crazy. It's all over my eye.
I would
What's in that cup?
I would say
water.
the way my past shows up in my current relationship is I'm very vocal. And when I say that, I mean expressive, as in I don't have very much a submissive personality.
No filter.
I can be when, if I'd like to be, but I feel like my father was very strong and my mother was very strong, and my father treated my mom like royalty, like actual royalty, to where I just couldn't even believe it. Like I couldn't believe that one person could treat another person like this so consistently for so long, forever. And my mother came before everybody. It's mommy first, she's the queen, and then y'all. I love y'all, but y'all come after her. But my father's very strong, and he's the king of his castle, is how he would, that's how he would express it. So I feel like I took on his personality in the sense of I am very, very outspoken. I don't let people walk over me at all. At all. I wish that sometimes I had the ability to choose my battles instead of making everything a motherfucking battle.
Yeah.
It's like I wish I had more of that in me, a little bit sometime. You don't want to let people just do too much, but you also need to, like, this is not worth it. So I feel like the strength and like just not having tolerance for stuff really came from my dad. I'll tell you guys a really quick story. The other day I was leaving out of a restaurant, and I was by the bar, and I went to walk out. And when I went to walk out, there was 3 guys, a light complexion. I don't know if they were Hispanic or white. Like I always say about people in Miami, you can't always tell their nationality. So when I went to walk, I said, "Excuse me." It seemed like they were probably like drinking. They just buddies, just like, let's go grab a couple drinks. And so they're engaged in their conversation. They're not paying any attention to anybody. And one of the guys, his seat was so far back. He's supposed to be like up at the bar, but his seat was so far back that you actually couldn't walk by. So I said, "Excuse me." And he didn't hear me. It's not that he ignored me. He didn't hear me. So the waiter now is turning around and getting ready to walk by himself. And he's like, "Sir, sir, you're blocking the path."
Right.
And he turns, and because he's drinking, he's probably not focusing that this is who said it to him, not me.
Right.
I'm just waiting to get by. And he's like, "There's a clear path." He's like, "God damn." He's like, "You're not in the hood anymore."
Oh, he went there. I knew it was coming.
What?
Wow.
After you slapped the shit, what happened?
No, I didn't.
God damn it.
So you did pick your battles, Rob?
You ain't slapped the shit out of his ass.
So mad.
You mad that you walked away?
That you
let
did
him
walk
have it.
away?
That was good though. That's good though. I've done that a few times in my life, and I regret
really
it
know
too.
something, Ra?
Determine whether I was going to tell this story or not, because it's bothering me
You feel like he
so
got one
much.
up on you.
You know what's something I do sometimes, Rob?
Yeah,
I
I
ask
know that
myself if what I'm about to do is gonna make my uncles have to come see somebody.
Right.
I literally say that because like as women, we get to and then the men that we
Yeah.
love gotta
Handle
come
it.
out there and
Facts.
defend our honor. And then people are so stupid now because
Right.
they don't just fight it out.
True.
And I'm like, damn, I would hate if my brother, my uncles, my man, somebody came out there to defend me, and some dumbass who's drunk at the bar just turns around and decides he wants to do something. So sometimes I'd be like,
Yeah, it's
You go-
about
you
being
go either
mature
way.
enough
It's
to
a maturity.
assess a situation. But
Yeah.
this is Florida, first thing and foremost. Everybody knows that
Be some
I am licensed to carry. It's not even a question. I didn't even want that. That's not what my process was. I didn't want to be physical.
Right.
It was just super unnecessary and hurtful in the same sentence. And let's be clear, I'm not a person whose people's words don't affect me.
Right.
But I felt so disrespected, and that's my biggest thing. Of I need to learn how to stop feeling disrespected by things and feeling like I need to show you why you're not gonna disrespect me. That's why I can't, like, it's certain things that my brain won't allow me to move past because I'm so big on it. It's like that maturity level, when is it going to arrive? Like,
But
when
Rob,
is it gonna come
hold on,
on
but
its
hold on.
own? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
hold on.
Like, what are you
Friend.
waiting for?
Give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Because whether you use the thing you saying you don't have, you just demonstrated.
Yeah, it takes
It's
time.
Eating
It's
you
eating
up.
me alive.
It's
But it
eating you
hurt,
up.
yeah.
But that's
eating me alive.
That's a good thing.
We ain't saying she was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
Look, we ain't saying she was gonna happen
I wanna
overnight.
kill
We
him.
ain't saying it was gonna
Yeah,
happen
right.
overnight. Hubby, you know how she processed her ankles, get that them cheeks clapped. You might have to clap this one up out of her. No, but seriously,
Do it.
Sure.
Do it.
Listen,
Yeah, you need that sometimes,
all right,
though.
no, but seriously, on some real I feel like, Ra, I've heard you speak about a lot of different topics, and obviously we know where you came from and that, and I can see your growth, but that happened overnight, so you let this one slide. You know what I'm saying? Maybe next time you don't, maybe next time you do, but I think it's growth. So I really think you got to give
Absolutely.
yourself some
Yeah, for
grace
sure.
here, because
A round of applause.
I'm gonna
for
be
Rob for
honest.
not
Rob-
whipping
Yeah,
that
not
ass.
slapping his mother teeth out of his mother mouth.
I'm Mother Teresa out this, but if it turned around that to me, I'd have been like it's really hard, and I
Yeah,
think
that's crazy.
Yeah,
He
but then
went nuts, I ain't gonna lie.
also as a man, why would you get that aggressive?
And
What a-
there's a couple things about that really troubles me. One is that you associating me with the hood strictly off of the fact that I'm a person of color. That's it.
Because he
Damn.
said we're not in the hood no more.
Yes, because
Yeah.
what
He
did
went
I
nuts.
even say to you that makes you even? I didn't say anything. We didn't have an exchange, so it's not like you took that from a conversation. You just choosing that off of race.
Stereotype.
That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm a woman, right? This man is the one that says, "Sir."
Right.
Why don't you
Why you
speak
get energy to
him? Why are you looking to me and assuming that, oh, this is a woman, she's weak? It's really what that process is saying. So I'm going to say whatever to her because I'm the person that's standing there and looking to get by. That troubled me, but then also because I'm not, like, I want to be very careful in with my words because I don't want anybody to misunderstand what I'm saying. I really wanted to say so much. I didn't want to get physical. Right. I wanted to. I would have been able to, without raising my voice and cursing or any of that, literally ripped him into pieces. Mm-hmm. But because of my words having the ability to be so sharp, it could have then escalated because now you're hurting a man's ego and blah blah blah. And I am not fearful of it at all. And that's what makes it dangerous.
That makes it more dangerous
because we will Wild Wild West in the parking lot and go, but that's so ridiculous.
It is.
I think
but
that's
for nothing. It ain't for
but
you know what I'm saying. It's for
New York woman,
nothing.
Because when you think about it, when you grow up in New York, you can't walk a street block without somebody, you know what I'm saying? So you naturally got to build a certain toughness on your exterior because you ain't going to always have a dude.
Yeah, I didn't even think about a man. A man didn't even cross my mind. I just couldn't believe he said that. And then I thought about the next thing is, as moms, as parents, as people who have nieces and nephews and godchildren, is one day the little people that I love, my niece, my nephew, they're going to experience the same type of thing, and it does ignite a little bit of anger. Inside of you. Right. So, but, you know, whatever. I am working on mentally processing things in a way where I can move on from it.
Yeah, you got to be the bigger person because somebody can control your anger. They got control over you.
Absolutely.
So, like, especially it ain't worth it, and you know, like, if 10 minutes from now that woman exists. You ain't gonna think about it, and you don't need to think about it. It just hits your ego. It's an ego thing. It was disrespectful, but it's not that serious.
It's just right. It's not worth it.
When you walk away from something, and then you be like, I just want to go back real quick.
Hell yeah.
I was standing there for a little minute, like a deer in headlights.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You spoke about street cred and men.
Yeah.
But some shit is worth it.
Yeah.
Some shit is worth dying on your sword for. I don't know how to describe it because, like, when you think about it, what the fuck is the whole country? Every movement, every civil rights, this people. It's because at some point you realize, you know what?
I've had it.
I had it, and sometimes the thing that only people respond to is violence, and that's what's up.
Yeah, that reconfigure my thought pattern.
Unfortunately, sometimes
I've been that motherfucker cool in the jail, just sitting swole, eating all the food. I'm gonna be good. All the see, I'm gonna be this.
It's funny because
I'm good in there. Psychiatrists and nurses.
I had an uncle who used to say the same thing. He would tell.
No, I would.
He would say,
every woman in there, I'm knocking them down.
He said, you know, some of us
turned jail into luxury, right? He said it's a free bed. It's a free. I was like,
Man, that bitch
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What?
He's GM.
One of my brothers been in jail for like 16 years. He never, he know I got it. He never asked me for nothing. He got 5 different cell phones, be calling me, chilling and shit. I'm like, he showing me his stacked up. I'm like, that's how I be too. Shit.
Right.
I be cool with this motherfucker.
Right.
Leave me the alone. I'll be all right. I'm that retarded. I'm on that type of time.
I know that feeling though.
Chilling.
I really
Yes.
fucking
Swole.
know that
Yes, commissary full.
Oh, man.
damn, girl,
Big
since you brought
screen.
that up, that's just
Playing Nintendo and shit.
doing all that. Nah, you got
Live streaming.
you know niggas got tablets though, right?
I know.
You know they on tablets
that
in jail.
motherfucker doing
They
YouTube
got
on there.
buy music and all
Yeah,
that. The
yeah.
revenue account, you
Give
gonna
me
be
tutorials.
alright.
This is how you hit that ramen. You put that motherfucking hot water. Get the iron.
YouTube tutorials for the jail, right?
Doritos.
Like,
I be making a bag.
You
Man, please.
have
I
you
be
ever
that
been on
bitch
jail
rich.
TikTok?
Man, they cold.
Yo, jail TikTok is so
They be in there
entertaining.
chilling.
For
I ain't
real.
trying to
So
say
entertaining.
prison is good.
It's called
everybody.
jail
It's good.
TikTok.
You just say you gonna make
If
the
I had to
best
bust
of
somebody's
it.
head and I had to do
Or
it.
prison TikTok. If
You gonna make
search
the
it,
best
Mama
of it.
understands
comes
me.
up. They be
She know I ain't
Right.
doing going down.
Right.
They
I'm
be
putting somebody
in
down.
that
Right.
showing you the food creations they making and all
Yeah.
kind of shit. It is so intriguing. But there was one dude who started a business clothing line
In there, I
from
seen
the
him.
jail.
Fashion show. He came out and he got his clothing line going. I seen
Oh,
him.
yeah.
It's still booming.
And it's fly.
It's booming.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And
But
organic
but it
the
has
type
to
of
be
that's gonna have a
You know what I'm
podcast
saying?
called. Look at the
Motherfuckers ain't scared of nothing.
Organic gonna be like, welcome to this week's episode of From the
Some of y'all
Cell.
need y'all head
From
bust.
the cell.
Sometimes it's worth
From
it
the
to crack a
cell.
head.
Nah, that's
Straight
what's
up.
up. Okay.
So anyway, with that being said, we got a question of the week, guys. So she says, I am recently a single school teacher. Once a week, I see a handsome man visiting my school from the district. I have not said anything to him, but I told my co-teacher about my little crush. She was supposed to be talking to him for me, but now she's going out on a date with him. Her reason is he's not my type since I'm looking for a new relationship and he's looking for something casual. Am I wrong for being upset or did I play myself? I need advice on how I should handle them. Not them, not the person she
Damn,
don't even
she
know.
The one she
Problem
ain't even
both.
talk to.
Listen,
Damn, what he do?
because that
He didn't know
then
what
was
was going on.
He went over there and got that ass that you was trying to.
Straight up.
The question is,
You
did
the
you
one
want
gave
something
it to him.
casual? I mean, you gotta deal with that bitch regardless. But
because that's a little wild. How I send you to go? How I send you to be the wingman?
That's hard.
How you send
That's
you to
why
be
as
the-
a grown woman, you don't run your
you
mouth.
don't run
Right.
your mouth, and you
Right.
don't send other bitches in to do what you need done.
And she was looking out for you because she said, you know, you were looking for a relationship. She like to just bust
But that was what I
down.
was going to ask because she said she's interested in him, but she didn't say whether she wanted something serious. She just said he looked
she
good.
said thought she did. She made it up on her own mind that she
Right.
didn't want that because she wanted that. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah. I know
How
the
old are
move.
these people, first of all? Because
Because
they're
they're
probably
teachers.
young.
Yeah, they
No, but
teachers.
teachers these days, they've been about 20,
24,
20
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, they've been really young.
been
The churches and
kids
everything.
and
How old is the person? But I think that I would say y'all tell her what y'all think. But I would say, as a woman, as an adult, even as a young woman, you handle your own business. You don't send people to talk to other people for you. You know,
Right.
that's kind of like adolescent. And so she doesn't probably feel like she owes you anything.
I
yeah,
tell her
that's
this. This is what I tell her to do. I tell her like, you should ask her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Is he good? Is he doing? Get some real information, right? Like you trying to be a friend, right? And if you really slinging that motherfucking dangle, go ahead, double back, go get you some and take it back. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy that. So you get her back that way. So not only do you get your crush, you also crush the.
Okay,
Yeah.
solid advice.
I
Solid.
think, and my man, whoever he is, he went on.
He
full court.
winning all
he
around.
Dipping, dabbing, dipping. You know what I'm saying?
He
getting
innocent
all A's and
bystander. He
everything.
don't know
Hear me?
you-
He
he
got
don't
the
know.
co and the.
He don't know you like
And
that.
the kid getting A's inside class. Hear
Because
me?
she calls her her co-teacher, not her
Yeah,
friend.
she the little
Right.
assistant.
She ain't said that they was this
She ain't
close.
say they were
the
buddy,
co-teacher
buddy.
might have been like, bitches, each one for her own.
So
Right.
I tell you do that.
And he don't even know he winning.
He
Let
don't
him get it.
even know.
They fighting over him and he don't even know.
Straight
he
up.
just
He
beat
wondered
him
like,
down.
baby, you had all F's last semester. All of a sudden, you got A's. I'm proud of you.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know what's crazy though? She's like, she sees him. She hasn't even had a conversation.
Yeah.
You don't even know if you like his ass or not.
Yeah, he just
Right.
going
Yeah,
off
because
the
I'm gonna be
exterior.
honest, I
Physical,
would
right.
never give a chick like that the satisfaction of knowing I'm bothered by something.
You don't do that, yeah.
Enjoy it.
Fact.
Enjoy it.
Circle back, go suck it. too.
It's a learning experience
Go,
for you,
yeah.
miss. What you should have did.
Yeah, go on that man.
She should have handled that on her own.
You should have spoke to the man that you've been seeing. You shouldn't have spoke to old girl and tell her, "Hey, could you do this for me?" Because clearly y'all not like that.
Right.
And now look at you. You done messed up.
Because you got to really be accountable for the role you played in your own demise.
Yeah, you set
Yeah.
yourself up.
That's just like telling a girl.
That's like
when your
saying,
friends
yo,
about to meet.
that's
Yeah.
like saying, yo, it's $1 million in that bag in the corner, but don't tell nobody.
And to be mad when you see a
I'm gonna be
outside
gone for
spinning
2
it
weeks,
up.
brother.
Right.
I
What
you
got
know was
a
gonna
million
happen?
cash
I'm the
right
one that
there.
told you about
Right.
it.
Yeah, you don't put people onto your movements. My thing is, I'm the kind of person, I don't even like you to see how I'm moving until after the move was made. So you give it that heads up or whatever, especially where you know that there's not that many desirable men of a certain, whatever. So we outnumber men on the planet.
Yeah.
Naturally, we, like a lot of women, have that crab in the bucket mentality of I gotta get something,
Yeah.
or whatever the case is. So I don't even know why you even played yourself,
Yeah,
sis.
she
Not
did
that
that.
I'm trying to, I can't even call you a victim.
Yeah, because it ain't that serious.
I'm not
You
trying to
don't even
make,
know the guy.
yeah.
And then it's just something casual, so it's like, I mean.
And he don't even want that serious, but also you don't even, like Ross said, you don't know enough about this dude to even have an emotional response. Really, it sounds like you might really need to just figure out, if you and that person is not just co-teachers and y'all are cool, then it might be worth a conversation and saying, like, bitch, how you gonna slide on the dude I told you I was going after?
Yeah, I
But if
want to do
y'all-
that because now you mess y'all at the school
Right.
and all that. Now you
Yeah.
somebody got to go.
I don't even
You
wanna
can't-
work with you.
That mean
Well,
now your ass ain't gonna
respectfully,
get that
she made it
pension, you know what I'm
messy,
saying?
too.
I need a
So
transfer
you messy
call
and all that at the
HR.
school.
The
Yeah,
school
yeah,
is
you
teachers and
messy.
stuff and see the animosity of the teachers in the
Talking about
yeah.
that, so she shouldn't have bring
But
it
if they
up.
were friends, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how sometimes your
Yeah.
coworkers actually become
For sure.
like significant friends.
Yeah.
But she didn't call her a friend, and that's an important
she
detail.
said
for me.
co-
She
yeah,
kept saying
so
my co-teacher. That's
I
your
think
colleague.
she shouldn't bring it up to her. If she want to get back, you go the and that's the win. Other than that, don't say nothing to her. She did what she's supposed to do. You the fool. So, get back.
Let it
and
I
go.
shut
always
the fuck
say
up.
this: what do sports players say when a lose a game? You should sometimes you got to go up to a and give him a that and
Yeah.
say good
Good
game.
Good game, and you get it back.
Good
you know what I'm
game.
saying? You
Like-
gonna find an X or something. You
Good
gotta get
game,
it. If you own
sis.
that, if not, just take your loss and just go about your business. That's it. That
There
was
are
your
more
fault.
fish in the
Yeah,
sea.
yeah.
I
Be grateful
promise
too.
you. I
Be
promise you.
grateful because she might have saved you.
Because he
some
probably
shit.
just on some casual. She may have really saved you from just getting. And
Yeah.
he hit you with that propaganda, how you all spellbound and can't.
Now you in the classroom and
Yeah.
emotional and but you gonna keep seeing with his
Straight
hands
up.
to that. Yeah.
ain't giving a good curriculum to the
Since you
kids.
dodged a bullet, it's too many fish.
Yeah.
All right.
God bless
And with
her.
that being said, it's time for the Get This Off My Chest segment. Who's doing it?
Should be you, Ra.
Me?
Yeah, you the last one. We all give ours.
Nah, I ain't get mine yet.
Oh,
Louis
shit.
give-
Louis.
We
I
got
thought
one
you
more
did with the-
episode.
Oh, okay.
I don't have one yet. I had one. I wrote it down.
He said I had one. I wrote it down.
I forgot it.
Defeated the whole
Could've been
purpose.
that goddamn serious. You motherfucker can't remember shit.
Nobody wrote it down.
You wrote it
But he
down.
wrote it down. That's the first.
Where is the written?
Both.
That's
That ain't worth a damn.
Where is the thing? Where is
Did
it
you
written
write
down
it and
at?
delete it? Like,
Where is it written down
Got
at?
on a piece of paper.
did you write it on a napkin on the
That's a
flight?
lie. Goddamn, he's a biological lie. He's one of them. You got a phone, man. You writing on that piece of
3 weeks
paper.
ago. What y'all talking about?
You don't know where that paper's
Where you
at.
wrote it? Because who writes on paper now?
Right,
You didn't
hold
put in a
on,
note
sir.
in your phone.
I was
That
at
episode
work
about
in my
everything.
office and I was like, haha.
Okay, now
What
you
I
go to
started
work.
doing
Okay,
is,
got you.
as piss me off, I make a note of it in my phone.
Right, because this would be a good
Yeah, I
one.
make them notes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna
Yeah, you
say
gotta
this
have
some
it ready.
retroactive.
As soon as I get in that bed tonight, I'm be like, yo, that's that should have said.
Yeah.
But I almost
It
feel like
happens.
the situation Ross shared with us was
That's
recent,
really dope,
and
yeah.
it is a get it off. So
And she really got it off, too. She talking about, I'm ready to
Yeah,
go
that was
I'm ready to
crazy.
go back and see that.
Yeah, she heard it,
I see the fumes.
yeah, that was it. We could take, but we still want another one, damn it. Give us
That's
some
true.
more. You know what I'm saying? Louis, come
That's
on. You
true.
don't know what it was.
All right, I got one. Here
Did
you go.
somebody
Okay.
do it? Okay.
I got one.
Yeah, Louis got
All
one.
right, here we go.
Zoom in on this motherfucker.
Yeah, please. Stop having unreasonable expectations from people.
Yeah.
Like
I definitely feel like you said that already.
I did.
I definitely feel like he said that in another episode.
What I said was, stop expecting different outcomes from certain behaviors.
That's definitely the same thing.
Same thing.
Same premise, sir. Same
Same
premise.
thing. Same thing. You
It's
just
under
mad
the-
about this shit. How many
under the
people are
same,
doing
you know
this to
what
you,
I'm
Louis?
No, the expectations. I don't think that's the same thing. Y'all.
Louis said,
I want to go to
expected you
China
to
and be a 2-year-old and
I
learn how
said in the
to eat
episode and you did it again. Louis is really tired of niggas We're bringing forth the representative.
So with that being said, we really don't got nothing to get off our chest, but you guys can send in your get it off your chest, and we
Send
can read
them.
it. Yeah, we
I like
that.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
Send us the one we did already, so somebody like me don't try to do it again.
Louis just still mad. Whatever it is, didn't get resolved.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
somebody.
Because I was
Yeah.
like, that.
Yeah, remember that you was talking about 2 episodes ago? Yeah, that
Yeah, that.
that's the problem.
It's still
Well,
the problem.
until next time, this is
on the contrary.